Once upon a time, the V8 engine was the king of the road, roaring through highways in trucks built for power and endurance. From the rugged American classics to European heavy-duty workhorses, the V8 symbolized unmatched strength. But today, it's almost extinct. Most truck manufacturers, both in Europe and America, have left the V8 behind. All except one: Scania. Why is Scania holding on to the V8 when everyone else has let it go? What makes their 770 horsepower engine so special that it defies the trends? In this video, we'll uncover the story of why the V8 engine disappeared and why Scania refuses to let it die. To understand the disappearance of the V8, we need to look at its history. The V8 engine wasn't just a technological advancement, it was a revolution. Back in the mid-20th century, it became the go-to engine for heavy-duty trucks and premium cars. Its appeal was simple: power and torque. A V8 layout delivers balanced performance, making it ideal for pulling massive loads, climbing steep grades, and maintaining speed on long hauls. In America, manufacturers like Mack, International, and even Cummins experimented with V8 designs for heavy trucks. The engine became synonymous with the golden age of trucking: big rigs with big power. Meanwhile, in Europe, companies like Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, and MAN also adopted the V8 for their heaviest vehicles, competing for who could build the most powerful trucks on the market. So why did the V8 reign supreme? The answer lies in its design. With 8 cylinders arranged in a V configuration, the engine produces immense torque at low RPMs, making it perfect for moving heavy loads over long distances. But as trucking evolved, so did the challenges, and the V8 started to fall out of favor. As technology progressed, new demands emerged in the trucking world. The V8 engine, once celebrated for its raw power, began facing hurdles that would eventually lead to its decline. One of the biggest challenges was fuel efficiency. V8 engines are thirsty. Their power comes at the cost of burning more fuel compared to smaller engines, and as fuel prices rose over the decades, fleets started looking for ways to cut operating costs. In the competitive world of trucking, where margins are tight, efficiency often trumps raw horsepower. Another issue was emissions regulations. Both Europe and the US introduced strict standards to reduce greenhouse gases and air pollution. The V8's larger displacement meant higher emissions, making it harder to comply with these laws. For manufacturers, adapting V8 engines to meet these standards was costly and complex. Finally, there's engine downsizing and advancements in turbocharging. Modern 6-cylinder engines, especially inline-6 designs, began to rival and even surpass the V8 in terms of efficiency and torque output. With the addition of advanced turbocharging, these smaller engines could deliver the same performance as a traditional V8 while consuming less fuel and producing fewer emissions. So the writing was on the wall. By the 1990s and 2000s, most manufacturers began phasing out V8 engines in favor of smaller, more efficient alternatives. But Scania chose a different path. Why? Scania's decision to keep the V8 wasn't about tradition, it was a calculated move. While other manufacturers pivoted towards smaller engines, Scania doubled down on the V8 and made it better. But why? First, Scania recognized that there was still a niche market for extreme power. Not every truck is hauling standard loads. In industries like logging, mining, and oversized transport, you need an engine that can handle brutal conditions and enormous weights. For these applications, no 6-cylinder engine can truly replace the torque and reliability of a V8. Second, Scania invested heavily in making their V8 engines more efficient and eco-friendly. The latest 770 horsepower V8 is a marvel of engineering. It delivers unprecedented power while meeting some of the world's strictest emission standards. Scania achieved this by optimizing fuel injection, combustion efficiency, and turbocharging systems. The result is a V8 that's not only powerful, but also surprisingly fuel efficient for its size. Finally, there's the emotional connection. The V8 isn't just an engine, it's a brand icon. For many drivers, owning a Scania V8 is a status symbol, a badge of honor that represents the pinnacle of trucking performance. By keeping the V8 alive, Scania has cultivated a loyal following that values heritage and innovation in equal measure. Scania's 770 horsepower V8 is a testament to what's possible when you refuse to settle for mediocrity. It's the most powerful production truck engine in the world, capable of producing an astonishing 3,500 Newton-meters of torque. That kind of power isn't just for show, it's a practical necessity for drivers handling oversized loads or navigating extreme terrains. What's even more impressive is how Scania has made this engine work within the constraints of modern trucking. Despite its size and output, the 770 horsepower V8 meets the Euro 6 emission standards, thanks to innovations like advanced exhaust after-treatment systems and high-pressure fuel injection. This means truckers can enjoy the benefits of a V8 without worrying about environmental penalties. But there's another side of the story, the driver experience. Scania trucks equipped with the V8 are renowned for their comfort, quietness, and ease of handling. The engine's smooth power delivery makes long-haul trips less tiring, while the truck's luxurious interior ensures drivers feel at home on the road. For fleets and owner-operators who demand the best, the 770 horsepower V8 offers an unparalleled combination of performance, reliability, and prestige. But the big question is, how long can Scania sustain this legacy? While Scania continues to champion the V8, the road ahead is uncertain. The trucking industry is undergoing a seismic shift, with electric and hydrogen-powered trucks emerging as the next frontier. These technologies promise zero emissions and lower operating costs, making them attractive to fleets and regulators alike. So where does that leave the V8? For now, it remains an essential tool for certain industries where alternative powertrains can't yet compete. Heavy-duty applications, remote regions, and extreme climates all present challenges that the V8 is uniquely suited to handle. But as technology advances, even these niches may eventually shift toward electric or hybrid solutions. That said, Scania's commitment to innovation suggests they won't abandon the V8 without a fight. The company has already demonstrated that it can adapt this engine to meet modern demands, and it's possible we'll see further advancements that keep the V8 relevant in a changing world. It's worth noting why Scania is the outlier here. For most manufacturers, the decision to phase out the V8 wasn't just about emissions or efficiency, it was about economics. Developing and producing a V8 engine is expensive, especially when smaller engines can achieve similar results with the help of modern technology. Companies like Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, and Mack recognize that the majority of trucking applications don't require V8 power. By focusing on inline-six engines, they could streamline production, reduce costs, and appeal to a broader market. The result was a win for their bottom lines, even if it meant sacrificing the prestige of the V8. Meanwhile, in America, iconic V8s like the Mack E9 were discontinued as fleets prioritized cost efficiency and regulatory compliance. The shift was also cultural. Trucking became more about practicality and less about the big engine bravado of the past. So why was the V8 engine phased out? Rising fuel costs, stricter emissions regulations, and advancements in smaller engine technology all played a role. For most manufacturers, the V8 simply wasn't worth the investment, but Scania saw things differently. By doubling down on innovation and catering to niche markets, they've kept the V8 alive and thriving. Will Scania's V8 legacy continue in an era of electric and hydrogen trucks? Only time will tell, but for now, the 770 horsepower V8 stands as a defiant reminder of what's possible when you refuse to follow the crowd. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of trucking.